Hello students, welcome to NIRS Education Channel. Let us continue the poem The Last Bargain. In our previous session, we had completed two stanzas. Now let us see third and last stanza. And in the previous session, we came to know that the man was ready to be hired. So he was in search of the person who was ready to hire him. Okay, he was ready to work for a person, and in return, that person had to give him some amount or something. So, first a king came and he told that he was ready to hire him with his power, but his king's power seemed nothing for the speaker. After that, the king went away in his chariot. Then he continued his wandering. An old man came and he said that he was ready to hire this man with gold coins. But the speaker, he rejected this offer also, because he knew very well that money will be spent soon, and money never gives everlasting happiness. He knew that truth. That's why he rejected that offer also. Now let us continue the poem. It was evening. The garden hedge was all flower. The fair maid came out and said, "I will hire you with a smile." Her smile paled and melted into tears, and she went back alone into the dark. It was evening time. The speaker, he was moving near the garden, and garden hedge was all flower. Garden hedge means, you see here, the thicket of bushes. Okay, some bushes, they contained flowers. Okay, they were filled with flowers. The fair maid came out and said, then a fair maid, a beautiful maid means a girl or an unmarried young woman. A girl or an unmarried woman. A fair maid came out and said, she came out of the garden and she said, "I will hire you with a smile. I will hire you with a smile." Okay, if you are ready to work for me, I am ready to give my smile to you. Like that, that beautiful girl said to him. The smile paled and melted into tears. But very soon, her smile paled. Paled means, you see here, faint or light in color. Her smile turned into light color. It became pale. It became dim. It became dull. It means the speaker rejected her offer there. Okay. Her smile paled and melted into tears. Okay. Her eyes, it is filled with tears. And she went back alone into the dark. And again that lady went back to the dark. Alone went back. She went back alone into the dark. She went alone indicates what? The speaker, he did not accept her offer also. Okay. So, the third bargain also, it was an unsuccessful one. Now let us see. The last stanza. The sun glistened on the sand, and the sea waves broke waywardly. A child sat playing with shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me and said, I hire you with nothing. From henceforward, that bargain stuck in child's play made me a free man. Yes, now the sun glistened on the sand. Almost evening time it is. Sunlight, it is falling on sand. Because of that, the sand, it was looking like a glisten. Glisten means shining. The sun glistened. Sun's shining, it is falling on sand, and the sea waves broke waywardly. The sea waves, they were coming waywardly. Wayward means willful or disobedient. Okay. Willful manner. In their own choice, they were coming. One way it is big, another one is small. So like this, there is no proper order at all. As per their wish, the waves were coming. A child sat playing with shells on the seashore. A child, he was sitting and he was playing with shells. Okay, seashells. He raised his head and seemed to know me. And that boy, he raised his head and he looked towards the speaker. And it seemed that boy knew him. And the boy said, I hire you with nothing. Then boy said to the speaker, you have to work for me. In return, I don't give you anything. I hire you with nothing. Like that he said in his innocent way. From henceforward, the bargain stuck in child's play made me a free man. Yes, then onwards the writer's bargain stopped. Stuck means stopped here. In child's play made me a free man. And he decided to play with that boy. And this made the poet, the speaker, the free man. So he was very happy to play with the boy, though boy was not ready to give him in return. Okay, he was ready to be hired. Okay, he was ready to work for that boy, though he knew very well that the boy was not going to give him anything. But he was very happy because he was free man. Now you see that, suppose if he had accepted the offer of king, he had to become the slave of a king. If he had accepted the offer of the old man, he had to obey the words of a old man, rich man. Okay. And if he had accepted the offer of that fair lady, he had to obey the words of her. Then he would have lost his freedom. He wouldn't have lived as per his wish. But now he is completely free man because he hired himself with nothing. So he is free man. He is very happy to play with that boy. So the poem, it is telling us about the value of freedom. That is the main thing. Now he is free man. He can enjoy his life as per his wish. That is one thing. Second thing, in the world, in this materialistic world, everything is going to be changed except for the innocence, the pure love. See there, the king's power, that is temporary one. When it is going to be lost, even king also doesn't know that. Is it or not? it is going to be lost. Then money, it is going to be spent and it never gives everlasting happiness. And the beauty of lady, how long it will be there? It is also temporary one. But that innocence of a child, that is everlasting one, that gives complete happiness. And the freedom, it is going to give us everlasting happiness. So the poem, it is very beautifully tells us the value of freedom, and at the same time it is telling us the simplicity and innocence, they remain forever. That is the important lesson we can understand through this poem. Thank you for watching video. Let us see the working with the poem part in the next section. Thank you.